Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another pregnancy update video. I'm here with weeks 23 to 26. My last update video was a couple of weeks ago, so I thought it's the perfect time for another one. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I've been a bit sick in the last week. I've still got a bit of like a nasal thing going on and a runny nose and that. So if I sound weird, that is why. I'm still recovering from my cold. So I am currently 25 weeks and 5 days pregnant. So basically 26 weeks. I have had a few more symptoms in this sort of 3-week period, which I want to share, which one of them is, I think it's a pretty common one, but it's the first time I've experienced it this pregnancy, and that is heartburn. I've had quite a lot of heartburn, and it's like, I have it now, it's like this burning feeling in the back of my throat, and it's like you try and drink so much water to get rid of it, but nothing seems to like make it go away. I have noticed that sometimes when I'm eating, like, I feel like it's caffeine foods or like greasy foods like chocolate or coffee, it starts to flare up a little bit more, but it kind of just lingers there for most of my day, and I think it's just something I need to deal with. I did ask Mum if she had heartburn during her pregnancy with me, and she said she did. She remembers it being a symptom. So I don't know if that is just, that has anything to do with it, but she also said that apparently they say that if you have heartburn, it's a sign that your baby has a lot of hair, which, funny enough, I actually did have a lot of hair when I was a baby. I might try and insert a video or a photo of me as a baby here so you can see, because I had like a thick, dark head of hair when I was born. So yeah, maybe this little boy has just got a lot of hair, I don't know. But yeah, that's been a real big one for me these last couple of weeks. The next one I'll go through, there are a few kind of new ones. I'm not sure if I spoke about this in the last video, but I'm feeling my stomach like stretch. Like, it's such a weird feeling to describe, and it's like really high up under my ribs, and I can just feel like my stomach expanding and like making room for the baby. Pain under my ribs has been a really big one, mainly this last week. So in my 25th week, I get a lot of pressure right under my ribs, and sometimes when I'm walking around, I'm like holding my ribs because it's just like, it feels like he's like there, like literally just pushing out under my ribs. I don't know, sometimes it's better than others. Last night I had a lot of pain as well. I couldn't really get comfortable. I was like lying on my side and lying on my other side and like kind of lying like reclined a bit with my legs up, and I couldn't really get comfortable. The pain was just always there. So I feel like this is a thing I'm just gonna have to deal with, and I feel like it's probably only gonna get worse as a pregnancy goes on, as he gets bigger, as I get bigger, etc. The next one is dry hands and dry skin. Oh my gosh, I wish, actually you can see my hands this morning. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but if it wants to focus, my hands have been so dry and so flaky, like it's really bad. Like, I'm embarrassed to like go to work with my hands this dry. I need to carry a moisturizer on me, and even my face, I do use like an oil and a moisturizer every morning and stuff, but my skin just seems to be dry, like really dry. Also, I don't know if it's just like we're getting colder weather now in Melbourne, so I don't know if it's mainly a weather thing or if it's a baby thing, but yeah, that's a symptom. Back pain and coccyx bone pain. Again, I've spoken about the coccyx bone pain in my earlier videos because I think in my first trimester that was really my main symptom, and it wasn't lower back pain, it was really like, it was in my coccyx bone and really uncomfortable. Sometimes it was like hard for me to walk. which I have noticed more pain. It's not the same as that first trimester coccyx bone pain, but it's kind of like on and off. Sometimes I will get like these kind of pains in my back or in my hips, and I think it's just like pressure from the baby, but yeah. Then the next one I've had a lot of in the last couple of weeks is leg cramps. Oh my gosh. There have been some bad ones, I tell you. Like if I wake up in the morning and if I stretch my leg, like I like to kind of stretch out in the morning before getting out of bed. If I stretch my leg out too quickly, I get this shooting pain in my calf. And the other morning I like was screaming in the morning, and I like tried to get out of bed because like I want to like, you need to like kind of stand on it and like kind of stretch the muscle out and like put your foot flat on the ground for it to kind of like relieve the pain. And I remember I was like screaming and I was like on the edge of the bed and I couldn't, my foot was like that, like my heel was on the ground and I couldn't push my foot down. And I literally needed Ryan. Ryan had to come around and lift me up and like onto my feet and like push my foot down to relieve the pain. It was honestly, it is the worst feeling. If you've had these bad leg cramps like I have, let me know and we can discuss how bad they are, because they are horrific. It's probably the worst pain. Like I don't know what's worse, that like back pain, the rib pain, or those leg cramps, because they're really bad. So in the last couple of weeks I did do my whooping cough vaccine and I had my flu shot. So again, it was maybe a couple of weeks ago now, but I'm not sure if those shots were what kind of made me sick this time. They do say like when you get a flu shot you may get flu symptoms, so I don't know. It is what it is. I just have to deal with it. But yeah, Ryan and I went and got those done together. That was good. It was free, so that was really good. Just ticking things off the list really. I also did my fasting blood glucose blood test, which the midwife requested for me to do, and I think they also are checking my iron levels and my vitamin D levels in that same blood test. So I will find out those results at my 28-week midwife appointment, so it's coming up in a couple of weeks. And I'm sure I'll let you guys know what the results are. I'm really interested to see, I think particularly the iron I'm interested to see, because I know a lot of women suffer with low iron during pregnancy. So yeah, I'm interested to see that, and also the gestational diabetes. So right now in Australia, because of COVID, they're not getting you to do the usual gestational diabetes test where you like drink that drink and they monitor you for a few hours. Because of COVID, they don't want people to stay in the same room, and like they just, yeah. Anyway, so she's basically said to me like, we're just going to test your fasting blood glucose levels, and then if that comes back elevated, then we will refer you to do that gestational diabetes test. I know it has a shorter name and I know it has a proper name, but I just can't remember it right now. And then yeah, obviously I guess if it comes back normal or all good, then she's like, you're not really at risk for gestational diabetes, so we don't need to do the next test, which is good. So yeah, that's all happening. I feel like this last couple of weeks has gone really quick. Like I don't know, it's just crazy that I'm nearly into the 3rd trimester. Like I've only got a couple of weeks left, and like I've only got like 10 weeks left of work, or less than. So I actually put in my maternity leave forms last week, and I've decided I'm going to stop work at 35 weeks. I remember when I first found out that I was pregnant, I was like all optimistic and I was like, oh, I'm gonna work until 38 weeks. Like why would I need to stop earlier? And now like as I'm getting bigger, I'm like on my feet a lot during my job, so it is a lot on my hips and my back sometimes, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this for another 10 weeks. But yeah, I've just made that decision. Also, I feel like I want to allow myself more time than not enough time, because imagine if I like stopped work at like 37 or 38 weeks and he comes like 2 weeks early, which is a possibility. I mean, babies never come on their due date. I was early, Ryan was 2 weeks early, so who knows, maybe he'll come early. But yeah, I just wanted to give myself enough time to be able to like kind of relax and enjoy these last like moments before our world changes forever. So yeah, I've decided to do that. So I'll be going on maternity leave at 35 weeks, which works out to be the end of June. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the update. Few more new symptoms. My body's definitely changing. I've 100% popped. I feel like I spoke in the last video that I got a bit of a belly, but I wasn't like showing as much. In the last literally 2 weeks, my belly has really rounded out, and like a lot of my friends and family, like I go and see them and they're like, oh my god, you've popped, like look, where did your belly come from? So that's really cool. I'll show you my bump in a second, but yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Let me have a look at my list. I wrote a few dot points. Oh yeah, basically the only other thing I wanted to add was that he's been really active, which I know is good. The midwife said at the last appointment, you know, just regular movement is good. There's no concerns if he's like too active or like you feel movements a lot of the time. It's like more to worry when like you don't feel movements or they've decreased. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. He's mostly active obviously at night when I'm like get home from work, but also in the morning sometimes when I'm just lying in bed when I've just woken up. He's really active as well. So that's really cool, and the kicks are getting a lot stronger. Like I feel like they're actual kicks now, not just like flutters. And like the other day, like Ryan feels them now and he's like, oh, like he can tell that that's a real kick. Like before he was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I can feel anything, I'm not sure if it's just, you know, it was hard to distinguish. So yeah, that's really cool, that's really exciting. But yeah, that's basically my update. 23 to 26 weeks pregnant, and yeah, I'll show you my bump. Alrighty, well that is the end of my update video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do have any similar symptoms or, you know, want to chat, please leave a comment below. I really enjoy when you guys comment and I get to chat to you guys. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really supports my channel. And of course, don't forget to hit the subscribe button because I upload videos every week. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!